Happy Sunday, Instagram. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Tea Time with Dr. Iyabo on August 14th, 2022. How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday. I hope your weekend is going well. This fan looks like it's coming out of my head. Let me move it. Hello. So Catlas333 is the first that joined my live. So everybody, welcome. This is Tea Time with Dr. Iyabo. Those of you who don't know what Tea Time with Dr. Iyabo is, I have an Instagram live talk show that I hold on most Sundays, not every Sunday, but sometimes it's also during the week because really it depends on when my fantastic guests are available. So everybody welcome. Send this live to your best friends, okay? Let me see. So Romilly Golden is on already. I'm going to bring her on. Let me see. View request. Yes. Guest is Romilly Golding. She's on already. I'll bring her on. She will join. And then I'm going to tell you all about her. Hi, Romilly. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you are welcome. I have my filter on. So, Romilly, do you want your filter on or are you cool the way you are? Yeah, so everybody, welcome to Tea Time with Dr. Iyabo. I'm so glad you're all here. So please send this live to all of your friends, your family, men and women, even though we're basically talking to women and about women, but please send this live to all of your friends. Hello from Turkey. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. So, so I'm going to introduce Romilly and then we'll just dive in. But first of all, our topic for today is the importance of financial independence in romantic relationships and in marriage. And Romilly and I are very, very passionate about this topic. How did we meet? We met on Instagram. Social media is such a wonderful place to make good friends. So Romilly and I met on Instagram. I think she has posted a comment on one of my posts one time and we started chatting. And I saw she was reading a book. What's the name of the book that brought us together? Romilly, I forget the name of the book that brought us together. The one that you recommended for me.
Why Women Are Poor.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Yeah, so I think the name of the book is Why Women Are Poorer Than Men and What We Can Do About It. I think so. But while Romilly is fixing her internet, that was the name of the book that brought us together. So we started chatting and I told her that I was coming to England on vacation. You guys know I just came back from England. Well, not just a few weeks ago. And we let me see. Let me see if I can hear. Your internet is still choppy.
I wonder why you can't hear
So we
me.
planned to meet in England and I actually did post a reel about when we met. So we met in England and then we decided that we were going to go live together to talk about financial independence in romantic relationships and in marriage. So here we are. And of course, technology is doing its thing. So I'm sure she'll fix that and come back. Now, can you guys hear me okay though? Can you guys hear me okay? I want to make sure that you can see me okay and you can hear me okay. Okay? Can you guys let me know? Can you see me and can you hear me? And then I can continue introducing Romilly. Okay? Can somebody just type, yes, we can hear you? Because I want to make sure that at least so my end of the internet is okay. All right, thank you so much. So now I think Romilly, I'm going to give Romilly a few more minutes to fix her internet. So so Romilly Golding, let me tell you about her. Romilly Golding is a solo parent. So okay, wonderful. She's a solo parent. She's a single parent basically to 3 children aged 19, 12 and 14. She has a degree in writing and publishing and she's based between the UK and Geneva, Switzerland. But she's originally from the UK and she works as a professional in international copywriting and consulting, and she's worked for some really big global organizations. You can tell from her Instagram, she's one of those people that, you know, lays quite low. She's not a social media person, right? She's not a social media person, but she has worked in some big global organizations. She's a twice business owner, and she currently runs a small agency which specializes in strategic copywriting. But her main passion came from years of experience in her personal life and helping women understand and break free from abusive and toxic relationships. Okay, so she's going to tell us about her story from her you know, toxic marriage, and, you know, all sorts of controlling behaviors and all the havoc and all of that she experienced. So she's going to tell us about that. But she's very passionate about empowering women to have financial independence in their dating life and in their marriage, okay, so they don't run into the trouble that she has run into. Yes, and while she's fixing her internet, after building a successful business and a life that included a 5-bedroom house and a pool and 2 cars, she lost everything to economic abuse and to control, and she had to restart from scratch, okay? She had to restart from scratch, and this led her to writing her book, which is due out in the spring of 2023. And her book is called Red Flags: Spotting the Signs of Unhealthy Relationships. So, you know, Romilly, like I said, is a dynamic woman. She's a writer. She's very experienced. She's a high-level woman, high-achieving woman. But with all of that, you know, she's had, you know, ups and downs in her marriage and all of that due to finances and different things. So I see that she's still trying to make her internet work. Oh my goodness. I hope this isn't going to be like the day that I had Audrey on. Remember the day I had Audrey on? It took us a while to fix the internet. Let me see. I'm going to say, Romilly, switch your Wi-Fi off.
Can you hear me? Because
Yeah. Okay, talk,
Okay.
Romilly, we can hear you, but the circle is still trying to, you know, to, what's it called, to connect. Maybe you should switch your Wi-Fi off again and try data. Guys, can you see Romilly? I can see her, but the circle looks like it's trying to adjust. So, everybody on the live, can you see and hear Romilly? I want to make sure it's not just from my end, because I cannot see her. Yeah, I hope this isn't going to be a situation. I don't know if any of you was on the live that I had with Audrey the other day. It took us 30 minutes to fix the live, 30 minutes. So I hope this won't be the same situation as that day. Yeah, I know. I could see her, but the circle was going around and I couldn't hear her at all. So today we're talking about financial independence. And while she's fixing her internet, I brought my book today. I normally don't bring my book on my live, but I wanted to bring my book on to remind you guys that you guys know I'm an author, right? And I have a book on Amazon, which has done very well. It has received many 5-star reviews, right? And even 5-star reviews from book reviewers. It's a quick read. It's not a thick book, but it has changed the lives of many women. So here's my book. Let me use it to cover my face so you can see it. My book is called Permanent Happiness. You can search for it on Amazon. If you're looking for that book that will bring you peace, that will bring you resolve, that will bring you love, understanding in any ups and downs you're going through, whether it's financial ups and downs, or relationship ups and downs, or health and wellness ups and downs, this is the book for you. And you guys can go and read all of the amazing reviews and you'll see why you need to grab yours today. It's only $14.99. I also have it available on, let me try and bring Romilly back. I also have it available on Kindle for $7.99. So if you haven't bought my book yet, if you're on this live or you're watching the replay, go to Amazon and get my book. For if you can't afford my coaching, right, at $25,000 for 8 weeks, go and buy my book for $14.99. It will change your life. So many women have read it, and many of them have told me they have it on their nightstand because anytime they're going through stuff, they just go through it, they read it, and it lifts their soul. So this is the book you need to help you through all the ups and downs of life. And when you search with my maiden name. Just search Permanent Happiness by Dr. Iyabo. Because if you put in my last name now, Webzol, it may not come up. Because when I wrote this book, I used my maiden name. This is my dad's name. This is my name from when I was born, Ojikutu. Okay? So make sure. So Romilly is back. Romilly, let's try. Talk. Let's see if we can hear you. Oh gosh, the circle is still going around. Do you have all the bars on your phone?
I'm so sorry. Let's try. A little prayer.
It's okay, yeah.
Okay. I have all the bars. I could as well.
It's okay. No. You don't have to be sorry. This happens a lot on my lives with my guests. It's just, it's just technology. So so keep talking. Let's see if I can see you now. So talk, let's see if it works.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Question of introduction.
Yeah. So I will. So why don't you tell us about yourself? Yeah. So why don't you tell us about yourself? So I introduced you and I told everyone that you've endured economic abuse in 2 relationships. And can you share your story with us, please? It's still not working. It's still not working, Romilly. Still not working. Romilly, do you want to try to fix it? I'm fine with rescheduling. We can always reschedule this live. We can always reschedule. I can always talk to other people about, another topic or bring someone on live or something. Because it seems like, it seems like the internet is not cooperating with us today. I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to start talking about financial independence until we can fix it. And if there's anybody who's on this live who would like to join me live, I'm happy to bring you on. So I'm just going to type here, let me know if you'd like to join my live. If you'd like to join my live to chat with me, okay, or ask me any questions. So just request if you'd like to join. While Romilly is fixing her internet, let me know if you'd like to join my live to chat with me or ask me any questions, okay? So we can turn this into it and ask Dr. Iyabo. I can talk about any topic you'd like me to talk about. So if there's any topic you would like me to talk about, let me know and I can dive into it. Otherwise, I'll just pick a topic or ask me any questions. So ladies and gents, is there any topic you'd like me to talk about while I'm here? Oh, somebody, yes, please, Mama. Okay, so Boom Logistics Abuja, are you wanting to come live with me? Because you said, yes, please, Mama. So I don't know why you're saying yes, please, Mama, too. Are you saying yes, please, Mama, you want to join me live? Or yes, please, Mama, that I should talk about any topic, okay? So the topic Romilly and I had today was financial independence, in the importance of financial independence in romantic relationships and in marriage. And she was going to share her story with us, but I can talk about that if you'd like me to, or if there's any topic you'd like me to cover, I can talk about it. Okay. So Boom Logistics Abuja, are you looking to Boom Logistics, are you looking to join my live, or what was your question about? Oh, let me see. Okay. Let me try Romilly again. Let me see. Okay. Romilly, let's try again. God, please let this work. Romilly, do you want to come on? Let's try and see if this works this time. So, the importance of financial independence in relationships. Women, you guys know how I feel about this. Okay, I talk about it all the time. I don't have anything against stay-home moms. If you'd like to stay home, of course, to take care of the home, to take care of your kids, take care of, be there, be there for your husband and all that, and not have an income of your own. If that's what you truly want to do from the bottom of your heart, that's fine. I respect anything that makes us happy, anything that is good for us, right? That's fine. But we all have our different visions, we all have our different passions, and we have our different beliefs. So I'm not one that advocates for stay home. Okay, that doesn't mean it's wrong. Okay, I don't advocate for stay home momming, but it doesn't mean it's wrong. It works perfectly for some women, and some women are happy about it. That's fine. But my platform, you guys know that it's all about encouraging entrepreneurship, especially because I believe that entrepreneurship is the way to be able to achieve financial freedom and financial independence in women. For me, that's what I believe, because with entrepreneurship, yes, the first 5 years may be brutal. The first 5 years may be really, really hard and really difficult. But if you can overcome those first 5 brutal years, oh my goodness, and you get, during those 5 years, you get the best help, you get the best, what's it called? You get the best help, you get the best coach, you get the best mentor. Your life will change, because entrepreneurship, once you become, stable with your team, you become stable with your finances, you started to pay back your bank loan, your business is running efficiently, you have systems in place, your business strategy is efficient, your customer service, all of that is efficient, your accounting is efficient. That's where time freedom will begin. Right? That's where you begin to stop working in the business, in the business all the time. And that's where you'll be able to transition to working on the business. If you have a business that is working efficiently with systems in place, you have good staff, you have a good manager, you have a good team, not that you're still not going to be involved in the business, okay? If you own your business, you'll forever be involved in the business. And you have to forever be involved in the business, but it won't be as 100% hands-on. You're going to be more of an overall overseer, overall manager. You'll be able to travel when you want to travel. If you want to travel 10 times a year, you can travel 10 times a year to wherever, because now we have technology. You'll be able to still manage your business from wherever you are. So entrepreneurship for me is a no-brainer. Not that 9 to 5 is bad, okay? Because some of you everything is black and white to you, okay? Nothing is black and white in life. Because I say that entrepreneurship, to me, is the best kind of profession for women, it doesn't mean that I said 9 to 5 is bad, okay? If I like red, it doesn't mean blue is bad, okay? So you guys need to relax and just learn, okay? Have a growth mindset and learn, because some of you only operate in black or white, and that's not how life is. So to me, I will always advocate for entrepreneurship, and I'll always remind you that entrepreneurship is not easy. I'll always remind you of that, okay? Entrepreneurship is hard. 9 to 5 is also hard. But the thing is, 9 to 5 is hard forever, right? Entrepreneurship to me is only hard for the first 5 years. Okay, entrepreneurship is only hard for the first 5 years. Once you can get over those first 5 years of entrepreneurship, and you can set your repeatable business systems in place, your repeatable, efficient business strategy in place, you know, the business can function without you being there 100%. There's your freedom. Rather than working a 9 to 5 job that will forever be hard, that will forever burn you out, and you forever will still be in debt and be living from hand to mouth and never have freedom. You know, which one would you choose? I will always advocate for entrepreneurship in women, because after the first 5 years, you know, if your business is solid, it's making money, it's making profits, you have business in systems in place, and you still keep on being the head of the business and still making sure everything is running well, you will be fine, right? Can entrepreneurship be learned, or is it an innate skill? 100% entrepreneurship can be learned. 100%. Let me see. Rompom is coming back on. 100% entrepreneurship can be learned, right? I was very, very fortunate. I was born into an entrepreneurial family. My mom and my dad were entrepreneurs, so it was easy for me. Romilly, how are you doing there?
Hi.
How are you doing? Is it working now? Looks like it's still not working. And Romilly, I'm perfectly fine with rescheduling. Try again. Speak. Let's see. Yeah, it's
so.
still not coming. Yeah, I think we probably should reschedule, because this topic is so important and I want to make sure we get it right. So I'm just going to talk with the audience for a bit more. Yeah, I think we should reschedule for so that we can really get it right.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Romilly, but you're welcome to join. Why don't you come and join? Come and join as one of the audience. Yeah. So guys, my apologies, but technology did not cooperate with us. Like I said, if there's somebody that wants to come live with me to ask questions about business, about my coaching, right? About joining my coaching, or about my book that I talked about, or we can stick to the topic of financial independence in romantic relationships, anything that has to do with business or entrepreneurship or personal branding or wealth building. Let's chat about it. That's a topic I can talk about for the next 10 years. So the person who asked the question, that can entrepreneurship be learned? Absolutely, entrepreneurship can be learned. Absolutely. And I was telling you guys about my story, that I was fortunate to have been born into a family of entrepreneurs. My mom and my dad were business people. They were entrepreneurs. So as a little kid, of course, I was watching what they were doing. And I really wanted to be a doctor because I was really good with the science subjects. I had an uncle who was a neurosurgeon, and he encouraged me to become a doctor. But I knew that, okay, you want me to talk about financial independence? That's fine. Again, if anybody wants to come live with me, please, please, please come live with me. Alkaline Thick, would you like to come live with me? Okay, whoever wants to join me, I can have 4 people on the live with me, and we can have a forum and talk about entrepreneurship. So let me finish answering that. And so just keep your questions coming. I'll answer all your entrepreneurship questions. So it was easy for me to be able to go into entrepreneurship. So as I was in medical school, I promised myself that I was going to be my own boss. I wanted to start my own business and have my own thing, just like my parents. So I, left Nigeria, went to England, but England was not the easiest place to have a business. It wasn't easy. So I moved to America, and, fast forward button. Here I am today. I started my business against all odds. I took a big loan, as you guys know. I started my business, and my business has done really well. It's been a 7-figure business for many years. So, you know, there we are. And then I have my coaching business now. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, all of these wonderful things. So entrepreneurship can be learned. There's some basic personality traits. There's some attributes that you need to be a very, very successful entrepreneur. Okay, and I'm going to list them for you. There are many. You have to be resilient. Okay, you have to be resilient. If you're not resilient, you cannot own a business. You cannot have a successful business. You can't be a quitter. You can't be somebody that, you know, if something isn't going well today, you'll quit, or you want to start another business or change something. If you're not a stable, steady, focused person, forget about entrepreneurship. Okay, you have to be resilient. You have to be super laser focused. You have to be patient, because entrepreneurship, you don't see the benefits immediately. If you start your business today, I've told you guys already, you're not going to see the full-blown benefits for 5 years. It's the truth. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you the truth. You're not going to see the full-blown benefits for 5 years, meaning the steady flow of income and profitability and steady growth is not going to happen for 5 years. And this is why most people quit during the first 5 years, because most people just, they get discouraged because they're not using the right strategies. They're starting a cheap business. They don't, you know, hire a coach to teach them the right things. They don't have the correct strategies. So then everything just goes out of place, and then they give up and they throw it all away. So if you're using strategies that work, if you've hired a solid, experienced business coach like myself, who can teach you the correct strategies on how to start and scale a business, then if you're patient and you're resilient, you're laser focused, you're hardworking, and you listen to correction, okay, that's a major one. Arrogance and entrepreneurship do not mix. Arrogance is oil. Entrepreneurship is water. Okay, listen to me, guys. If you're arrogant and you think you know it all, keep your 9-to-5 job. Even there, you will have problems. But especially with entrepreneurship, because it's a whole different set of rules. Okay, entrepreneurship and 9-to-5 are quite different. The things you have to focus on with your business are different from your 9-to-5 job. So if you know you're somebody who is an I know it all, you know, in Nigeria, how we say the ITKs, like I too know. If you're not ready to listen to somebody who knows what they're talking about, keep your 9-to-5 job. Because entrepreneurship, you need a solid, experienced person who knows what they're doing to guide you. And if you're not going to listen to them, then, you know, your business isn't going to survive. So, which brings me to growth mindset. You have to have a growth mindset if you want your business to survive. Okay? You have to have a growth mindset. You have to learn, and you have to be humble enough to learn from those who know. If you feel that you know it, then why don't you have many successful businesses? So to answer your question, the person who asked, that was an excellent question. Nobody is born an entrepreneur, right? I mean, yeah, maybe you can be born with, you know, with hard work in your DNA and resilience in your DNA, but entrepreneurship can be learned, period. If you want to learn it, you learn it. Somebody says, what are my thoughts on a married couple working together? Okay, it's neither good nor bad, okay? But I will say my advice to you, especially to you guys that are still younger than I am, okay? You're still younger than I am. You're still learning. You're still in, your marriages are still maybe 15 years or less. You still have youngish kids. You know, you still have lives that are changing back and forth. I would advise you, from one woman to another woman, I would advise you to avoid it. Okay? I would advise you to avoid going into business with your spouse. Again, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I think it's better for you to have, even if you're both business owners, have your own business. Let your husband have his own business, especially with a lot of you who are still in your 20s, 30s, maybe even early 40s. Those are very busy times of life. Those are very dynamic times of life. You still have kids running around. You still have a lot of parenting to do. You still have a lot of chores to do. Like my husband and I'm 52, my husband's 59. I have my own businesses. My husband has his own businesses. So we have our own separate businesses, but we still help each other, right? We work as a team in our separate businesses. But, you know, even if we were to have a business together now, we're wise enough, listen to me, and we're old enough to even know how to navigate it properly. That's one advantage with us. So even if today we decided to go into business together, we would be fine because we're both older and we've been through life and we understand how to structure it so that we can work together, number one. Number two, we're part-time empty nesters. Part-time, right? Because our daughters are no longer at home. My younger daughter has gone off to college. So we're part-time empty nesters. So we have my stepsons part-time. So it's me and my husband most of the time, you know? So you can see how easy that will be. We don't have babies running around. We don't have diapers to change. We don't have, you know, so we're busy when we have the boys here, which is not 100%. So I hope that answered your question, you know, because you have to think about your whole life. If you're running a business with your husband and somebody also has to clean, somebody has to cook, somebody has to drive the kids here, there, and everywhere, somebody has to parent, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. And myself and my ex were in business together when my kids were still young. And you know, that wasn't what led to our divorce. Our divorce was other things. You guys may have followed my story, but that was not easy. That was not easy because you're in a marriage where you're still trying to be romantic and to love each other and to do all that. And then there's you know, all the business problems going on, and you're talking about the business all the time. You're talking about money all the time. There's a 2-year-old running around. There's a 6-month-old that needs to be fed. You will get overwhelmed and that will affect your marriage. So what can I tell you? My advice to you, like I always say also to people, is avoid going into business with family members, not just husband, family members. Okay? Before you go into business with your brother or your sister or your auntie or your mom or your dad, think twice. Think twice. Be careful because business and love and business and family, mixing them together gets very, very complicated. So that's my answer to you, okay? I will advise you to avoid it, but if you want to do it properly. Make sure you have, you know, a business lawyer, business attorney involved. Make sure everybody knows what their roles are. Make sure everybody knows what parts they're playing in the business. Make sure everybody's personality, you know, blends with the roles that they have. Have it all written down, have it all agreed and signed for. Don't just say, hello, I'm your wife, let's go into business together. No legal papers. It will end terribly. Okay? It will end terribly. Okay? So another question, how to convince myself I should spend the money to hire professionals to help me organize and scale. We are so much a DIY culture that it is hard to make the decision to spend the money. Dr. Strangelove. So all you have to do, I understand your question, which is the dilemma of most women. I'm glad I don't think like that. Okay? I'm glad I'm somebody that is very quick to invest in myself because I know the possibilities that can come from that. And you guys know my story. You know how I borrowed 350,000 to start a business, and a big chunk of that I spent it on really good business consultants, really good business coaches to help me. And that's why you can see me today at 52 with my businesses, enjoying time freedom, enjoying financial freedom, and all of that, right? If I didn't invest in myself in my 30s, I won't be enjoying all of this now. So, Dr. Strangelove, it's very easy, very simple, okay? Let me ask you this question, Dr. Strangelove. Answer this question, okay? In the next 5 years, would you like to have possibly started making $500,000 per year or $1 million per year in your business in the next 5 years? I don't sell. I'm not, telling you guys you earn $1 million in 6 months. Some people do, but it's rare. Okay, so just swallow a chill pill. Let's give it 5 years. It may happen in 2 years. It may happen depending on the kind of business you're starting or how diligent you are. But let's say, Dr. Strangelove, answer this question. Would you like to see yourself in the next 5 years, by 2027, by God's grace, with your business making a revenue of $500,000 or $1 million, and you making, being able to have a solid salary of 250,000 for yourself, or 500,000 for yourself, or even 1 million for yourself, depending? Or, answer the question, would you like to have that? Or would you like to stay where you are now? Again, I don't know what your salary is now, but the average salary for most people now, I don't know. If you're in America, not even in Africa, I don't know what continent you're in. Or would you rather stay where you are right now and in 5 years, 10 years, 20, 40 years, still be earning your salary of $50,000? Yes or no? Okay? Yes or no? Because that's the choice. It's either you go through the pains of hiring Dr. Iyabo now and pay me $3,125 a week so I can keep helping you on how to build your business so that by 5 years, you're making $500,000 a year, 1 million a year, 2 million a year. Or would you rather continue your life the way it is now and keep on earning $50,000 a year and not be able to save anything and not be able to travel and not be able to send your kids to private school and to good colleges and not to be able to give back and to keep having sleepless nights about money? It's your choice. Okay? It's your choice. That is the difference between entrepreneurship and 9 to 5. Entrepreneurship, yes, you will work hard and you'll have like 5 brutal years. Yes, I'm telling you, the first 5 years of entrepreneurship is brutal. And that's even if you have a good coach, you have an awesome coach that is teaching you awesome strategies like myself. I'm not even talking about that. You don't even have, if you don't even know what you're doing, like most of you, okay? Most of you now, 8 to 9 out of 10 of you right now in your businesses, you don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry to say, you guys know me that I'm blunt, okay? Statistically, 80 to 90% of you right now in your businesses, you don't know what you're doing. You're using all the wrong systems, all the wrong strategies. You're learning from the wrong people who are giving you wrong information. The information they're giving you may be popular. It doesn't mean it works. Okay? It doesn't mean it works. It's like all the group coaching programs out there. If all of those group coaching programs worked fantastically, where are all the people earning millions? Or even, where are all the people earning $200,000? Or where are all the people earning $100,000 from all of those massive group coachings springing up everywhere? One-on-one coaching is still the best. One-on-one coaching from a highly experienced, seasoned person who has been in business for at least 10 to 15 years. Okay? So, would you rather have the next 5 years being brutal, where you pay somebody, you know, a coach, I don't know, in total maybe $50,000 to $100,000 over the years, right? Because coaching is continuous. That's another thing that you know makes you people so scared. Coaching is continuous. If you sign up with me today and get 8 weeks of my coaching and you go off and start your business, in the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to need me again. That's what I did. Learning is continuous. Coaching is continuous. You don't just coach for, do you go to school for just 2 months and learn mathematics and say you're done for life? No. Even us doctors, after all the rigorous doctoring we go through, after all the rigorous medical school we go through, we still have to have CME, which is continuing medical education. This woman you're looking at, I still have to sit in front of the computer to take my continuing medical education. I still have to answer some multiple choice questions over and over and over to keep my license active. Same thing with coaching. So if you come to me today for 2 weeks coaching or 4 weeks coaching or 8 weeks coaching, yes, you'll be good for some time, but you're going to need me again. You're going to need to come back to get a refresher, to get continuing medical education. That is what this lady did for years and years. I can show you the evidence of all the coaches. Well, not all. I had a few really good coaches that were medical consultants in Atlanta, but I went on tons of conferences, okay? Tons and tons and tons of conferences. So it's continuous. And Romilly just said, coaching is especially important in times of transition. Thank you, Romilly. Or being at a crossroads. And that comes, you know, at different times in our lives. There's so many times we're going through transitions or we're at a crossroads. So you're going to have to spend the money to do it. A lot of the people you're seeing today, actually, you know, every single millionaire or billionaire you're seeing today, if you ask them, they'll tell you how much one-on-one coaching they've had. You can do a survey, okay? You can do a survey. Survey a few women and men who are millionaires, who are billionaires, who are still managing their money well, who are happy, who are thriving, okay? There's something with being a millionaire. There's another thing. If they're happy and thriving, ask them how much one-on-one coaching they've had. They'll tell you, okay? They'll tell you high-level one-on-one coaching is a no-brainer. So what can I tell you? If you don't want to spend the money, that's fine. You'll be fine. It's just that you'll have to make do with your $20,000 salary or $50,000 salary or $100,000 salary or even $200,000 salary. Some people are earning $200,000 as doctors and they're still struggling with money. They're still struggling with money as opposed to starting your own business. And in the next 5 years, you can start earning 500K, 1 million, 2 million. The choice is yours, right? I would love that, but I'm holding myself back with fear of taking a risk. Well, then you have to accept your current situation. And your current situation will have to be your forever situation. That's it. You know, it's as simple as ABC. It's either you take the risk or you sacrifice something so that you can elevate and get your dreams and goals achieved, or you stay where you are. There's no in between. With goals and dreams, there's no in between. You either decide to take the risk, okay, or you stay where you are, okay? So Dr. Strangelove, once you've decided that you want to take the risk, you're ready to hire me, come to my DM and I will be glad to enroll you in my coaching. Like I've told all of you over and over, you don't even have to commit to the 8 weeks at once. You don't have to commit to 25,000 at once. You can sign up for 4 weeks at 12,500. I have women who do that. But these days, women are signing up for my 1 week. My 1 week is 3,125. You know, but the thing is, once women sign up for my 1 week, they start coming back for more because they realize how good it is and they realize what they're missing. So yes, any other questions? I can take one or two more questions and then I'll be out of here, and Romilly and I will reschedule and we will be back, right? We will reschedule and we will be back. So any other questions about financial freedom or entrepreneurship? So, you know, women, you know, I'm very, very passionate about entrepreneurship because of all of those things. Dollars. My coaching is in dollars. I'm in America, love. Dollars. So my coaching is $3,125 every week. You can sign up for the weekly option, or you can, I advocate, you know, if you can afford it, not afford, nobody can afford coaching. Don't let me get into that. Nobody can actually afford coaching. Okay, you just have to find a way to raise the money to pay. Because if you could afford coaching, then you wouldn't need coaching, right? You know, if you could easily afford $25,000, then you're probably in a very good place financially. But you find a way to raise the money so that your life can improve, like I did. When I started paying for coaches, you know, thousands and thousands and thousands for coaching, I wasn't financially buoyant. I couldn't afford coaching. It was all a loan from the bank, you know. So what I did was I just kept developing myself, learning, so that I could get to the point where I was financially free, right? So you can't afford coaching. You're going to have to get a loan, or you put it on a credit card. You find a way so that your life can improve over the next 5 years. You're going to have to take the risk or take the sacrifice. Divinity Baby says, how do you know you're ready to expand your business? That's a very good question. First of all, it depends on what your goals are. Not everybody even wants to expand their business. Okay? So but I advise that, you know, you should. So how do you know you're ready to expand your business? If you have, if your sales are increasing, right? So obviously, if you have 10 clients today, and in the next 3 months, you have 20 to 30 clients, you know, so maybe your clientele is doubling or tripling, and you're starting to notice that more and more demand is coming in for your business, you know, for your services or your products, then that's the time to expand, right? Then you know, oh, there's a demand for my business. My business is growing. It's time for me to start hiring competent staff. It's time for me to expand. It's time for me to, you know, to brush up or to improve my business systems, my business strategies. It's time to hire. It's time to just form a bigger team. So that's how you know. And you know, you look at your numbers as well. Are you making a profit? Because you can't just be hiring people if you're not making a profit. You have to have a good bookkeeper. You have to have a good CPA that will help you look at your numbers and say, okay, Mary, this is it. Your business has grown from making a revenue of 100,000 to 200,000. It seems like your business is growing and it's profitable. You know, and your CPA will tell you it's profitable. You can start hiring staff. So it's very, very important to have a bookkeeper at the minimum. But most businesses need a CPA so that they can look at all your numbers. You should be looking at your numbers too. Every 2 weeks, every month, you should know what's going in, going out. You should make sure that you're at a positive. So if you're making a profit, if demand is coming in for your business, you're making increased revenue, you're making increased profits, because revenue and profits are not the same. You can be making $100,000 a year and your profits can be zero. Okay, or your profits can be 10,000. That's not a profitable business. So you have to look at your numbers. Does it make sense to expand, or does it make sense to first improve my business system? So if you're making increased revenue but your profits are not increasing, or your profits is still negative, that is not a profitable business. So it's not a good time to expand. What you need to do at that point is get a good business coach like myself to come into your business and help you look at what's going on and diagnose what the problem is and help you increase your business efficiencies before you start hiring staff. Some people hire staff even when their business is not making a profit, and then they go bankrupt. Okay, you can't just be expanding and hiring your staff in a non-profitable business. If you haven't started paying yourself a little bit from your business, what are you doing expanding your business? So this is why you need somebody who is highly skilled in what they're doing. So I hope that answered your question. The time to expand your business is if you're making profits, if your revenue is increasing, your profit margin is increasing, then you know that you need to expand. You need maybe a bigger space, you need more staff, or you need a second location or something. And obviously you need a CPA at that point. As your business is expanding, you must have a bookkeeper or a CPA to help you look at your finances. Okay? Last question, and then I'm done. I want to be done by 2. So any other questions? I hope that answered your question. Who asked that question? Divinity Baby Kenya. I hope that answered your question, and I hope this has helped. I'm sorry that we couldn't make the live work today. You know, the thing about doing lives is you're at the hands of technology. So if Wi-Fi doesn't cooperate or, you know, something doesn't cooperate, you can't do it. But I'm glad we got to talk. I'm glad we got to talk about entrepreneurship and business. And this will be on my Instagram as well as on my YouTube. And then Romilly and I will reschedule and I'll post about when we're going to have the live again. But I hope this helped. I hope this helped. And I'll take one more question. Okay, I'll take one more question. Who else has a final question about business or personal branding or entrepreneurship? Okay, oh good, or entrepreneurship. If you don't have a final question, I'll end by saying every single woman should look into entrepreneurship. And every single woman should realize that the first 5 years of entrepreneurship is really, really hard, but it won't be as hard if you hire a business coach like myself, who's been in business for 19 years, almost 20 years, to help you. I don't come cheap, but it will be money well spent for you, because it will help you avoid all of those bumps that I went through, okay, or people go through. It will help you reduce the time of the heartaches you're going to have to be able to, because I'm going to tell you, do this, don't do that, don't do this, do that. So entrepreneurship is something you should look into, especially for those of you in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, even 50s. It's never too late to start a business. Some people start their businesses in their 50s, 60s, and they still make millions. So it's never too late. If you have a business idea, or you don't even have a business idea in your mind, you just feel like, okay, you're ready for entrepreneurship, come to my DM. Like I've said, you can start off with the week-to-week payments with me, where you pay $3,125 per week, and we can start working on your online business. But I believe that entrepreneurship is the path to financial freedom for women, financial independence, and time freedom. If you manage your business well and you get over that first 5-year bump and you still continue to manage it well, oh, I'm telling you, you'll be looking back and smiling like I am now. Like, I thank God every day that I made that move. Okay, that I made that move 19 years ago to start my business. I'm so glad, because it has given me lots of financial freedom, lots of time freedom. But I'm glad I took that step then. And I know many of you women would love to be in the kind of situation I'm in, but you have to take the risk. If you want to be enjoying what the 1 to 2% of women are enjoying, you have to be ready to take the risk and make the sacrifice that those 1 to 2% of women made. Okay, listen to me again. If you want to be like the 1 to 2% of women who are earning millions, who are financially free in their businesses, then you have to be ready to take the risk and make the sacrifice that they made. Because I've told you, you can go and interview 10 women that are making millions in their business like me, And we will tell you the big risks that we took. We will tell you the sacrifices that we made, and we will tell you how much money we spent on business advice, business coaches, business mentoring. I'm confident that if you line up 10 women who are making 7 figures in their business, they'll you have an open mouth and say, what? This is how much you invested in coaching and in advice. That's the way it goes, because you can't do it on your own. If it was that easy, everybody would be making 7 figures in their business, right? So what can I tell you? If you want to be like them, are you ready to do what they did? Okay. If you're ready to be earning 7 figures in your business like me, are you ready to invest $25,000 in coaching to help you get there? The choice is yours. But if you're ready, you know how to find me. Come to my DM. Let's have a chat. Let's have a discussion, and let's get you signed up immediately. Love you guys. I actually will be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow live with Dr. Mide, who is also one of my coaching clients. I'm going to post that flyer today. And then once I get a rescheduled date with Romilly Golding, I will post it as well. But I'm going to end with this. If you haven't bought my book, okay, if you haven't bought my book, go to Amazon, search for Permanent Happiness by Dr. Iyabo Ojikutu, which is my dad's name, my maiden name. Buy this book. It will change your life. Yes, somebody is saying the issue is the foreign exchange in Nigeria. I understand, but what can I say? If you can't afford my coaching, consume my free content on Instagram, buy my book, consume my free content on YouTube, and implement all of that, or buy my ebook. A lot of you say you can't afford my coaching, but you won't buy my ebook. You want my coaching by force, but you say you can't afford it. If you can't afford my coaching, buy my ebook. I have a whole ebook that talks about how to monetize your Instagram, how to start an online business, okay? And it's cheap. It's what, $50? Or no, $99? My ebook is only $99. If you read that ebook back to back, 3 times, everything I'm going to teach you, maybe not everything, most things I'm going to teach you in my coaching will be in that ebook. So if you can't afford my coaching, go and buy my $99 ebook. I also have an online course, How to Be Financially Free, $99. You guys don't want to buy my ebook or online course. You guys absolutely want my coaching, but then you say you can't afford it. So I have so many resources for you, so many. If you can't afford my coaching because you're in Nigeria, go to the link in my bio now. If you're watching the replay, go to the link in my bio, click the link in my bio, buy my online course or buy my ebook, okay? And at least start off with those. Or subscribe to my YouTube and watch all of my videos, or buy my book on Amazon. There's so much. Or subscribe to my blog. Believe it or not, I have a blog on my website. And if you go and read my entire blog, I have about 150 articles on my blog. You can go and read my blog posts and just start using all of that to elevate yourself and implement what you learn. Okay, but for those of you who are ready for super elevation, you want to start making your millions in the next 2 to 5 years, you want to be super self-confident, you want to be great public speakers, you want to flourish in your romantic and dating relationships, you just want to be that best version of yourselves, you need my one-on-one coaching. That's it, you need it. So you'll have to raise the money because nobody can afford coaching, okay? Nobody can afford coaching. If you had $3,000 sitting in your account or $25,000 sitting in your account, you will be well to do. Nobody can afford coaching, but if you're ready for a different kind of life, then you'll find a way to raise the money for your own self-development. Love you guys. Sorry we couldn't make the live work. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll post that flyer. Have a wonderful Sunday. God bless. Bye.